Hey friends, I'm Scott with Two Button Crew, and this is my cat Saphira. I know that you're used to seeing me on video with Simeon, my co-host, but this week has been a little bit different. If you've been following what's been going on, we've had hard drive failures, footage loss, and we've just kind of been making the most of it, limping along as a YouTube channel, and trying to upload these we call them crew cuts when we do vlog style. And it's been really fun. I feel like we've been able to connect in a way that we don't usually do so in our normal show. So I've actually been enjoying it. I might seem really tired right now, and that's because it's been a long week. I'm going to try fixing the computer one more time tonight. It probably won't work. Probably still be starting from scratch, but wish me luck. Today I wanted to talk about ARMS because Nintendo just had that really awesome ARMS Nintendo Direct, and I thought that they did a really good job. They showed some cool new characters. We got Bite and Bark, Chantel, and Kid Cobra. Just this game is already dripping with personality, and it reminds me of, and I still haven't played this game, but Overwatch. Just how each character is so unique, and then the internet reacts to them, and certain people, they adopt their own characters, they kind of identify with them, and it's just fantastic for a new Nintendo IP to already be hitting home with so many different people. Let me see if I can just kind of set up this camera here so that it won't be moving around for you. There you go. All right, so let's talk. I'm a little bit concerned about the controls in ARMS because in all of the preview events, they've only been allowing people to do motion controls, and they have confirmed that there will be traditional controls, which only makes sense because you're going to have to play this game with the Joy-Con attached to the tablet sometimes. But I don't understand how it's going to work. I don't know how you're going to be able to move your character and angle both arms with analog controls and only two sticks for those three types of movements. And then who knows if there's another fourth type of movement, if you're allowed to control the camera or not. I'm not sure. But I don't know. I'm willing to give motion controls a try. I think that this game is going to be plenty deep. I think that it's going to have a good shot in the tournament scene. And if you recall any of our past episodes, you might know that Simeon disagrees. So it's kind of funny when Simeon and I take separate sides on issues. Like with Pokemon Go, we formed Team Hype and Team No Hype. And then he really advocates for Mario Kart Wii as the best title in the series, where I can hardly even speak to him after those types of arguments. So it's kind of fun when we get to express different opinions and then see what our viewers, who you guys agree with. So ARMS is such an interesting thing because it could really go either way. I think Nintendo will pull it off. I think that it will kind of be the Splatoon of fighting games, where they make it accessible and kid friendly, but totally hit it gameplay wise. But really, it could be Wii Boxing too. It wouldn't be hard for them to mess it up in that way. Time will tell. I think Nintendo has faith in this game because they're giving it an E3 tournament, and that's a good sign. I believe Nintendo can do it. What character will I play? I tend to like speedier, smaller characters in fighting games, so I won't go with Mummy or Mechanica. But I could try Springman, Ninjara, and then we'll see about Bite and Bark. What an interesting character that there's this dog assistant that's completely separate. I mean, that sounds like quite an advantage. They're going to have to really do some kind of balancing mechanic on him where he's not as strong or he's much slower to kind of balance that. And I probably won't end up liking it. I'm very intrigued, though, how they pull it off. And then I've heard that people are just falling head over heels for Chantel. Um, I'm not super active on like social media and stuff, but I saw fan art of Chantel within the first day. Man, some people are so talented and have time on their hands. That must be nice. But probably the most exciting thing is that we're getting the global test punch and quite a few days of it. So that's going to be really awesome. I think that, again, it's another example of Nintendo being confident in this game. They think that all they have to do is get it in people's hands, and could have been a pun. Could have been a pun. But Nintendo thinks that experiencing this game will be believing. And then, now that I think about it, ARMS was one of the first games that they brought around to events as well. I mean, even before the Switch was launched, which is a little bit interesting that they would take a non-launch game to a pre-launch event. But they did. Like, I had a friend, a Smash Bros. Player friend, who got to play ARMS at EVO, and this was before Switch launch. So, bringing a game like ARMS to EVO, that's gutsy. A fighting, completely, like, deep fighting scene, as deep as it gets. Nintendo believes in this game, and I have faith. So, I need to make an official bet with Simeon. I need to bet him if ARMS turns out to be a good competitive game, then I get to tickle him for like a minute. Just pin him on the ground and tickle him. And if ARMS turns out to be a casual affair, Simeon will get to mess up my hair at the beginning of a TBC show, and it will have to remain messy in whatever state he leaves it for the remainder of the 10-minute TBC show. Any show that he chooses. Any episode. So that is the bet that I extend to you, Simeon. If you're at home watching this, I know where you live, and I'm laying it down. Now, I'm also willing to go in on this double jeopardy. No matter who's right in the bet, we will face off in ARMS, and if the loser loses again in ARMS, the bet will be doubled. 2 minutes of tickling and 2 episodes of messy hair. That's how confident I am in ARMS. I know deep down in my heart that this is a serious game. You think that a game with stretchy limbs is somehow doomed to be casual because it has motion controls and cartoony characters? No, man. No. ARMS is the next Street Fighter. When's the last time Street Fighter did anything good? Street Fighter is releasing Street Fighter 2 on Switch this month. That game that they've never been able to top since the arcade days. Was Street Fighter 4 or 5? 5. Any good? Was it, Simeon? I didn't think so. Street Fighter has rested on its laurels, and ARMS is about to come and knock Street Fighter off its laurels. So, ARMS will be the last game at EVO. It will be at the Canada Cup. That's the trajectory that ARMS is stretching towards. Need I say any more?